I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise to my friends, and I'm already very late.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you think...
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just...
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie. He's...
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. Your friends have already departed.
Zuria! Zuria! We've retrieved the crown!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place. Because we felt like you should be the one to...
Wonderful! How wonderful! Thelxie, my child! My child, are you hearing this?
And the last page of the picture book. It's still waiting for you to illustrate.
Right, the picture book. The picture book! But I don't...
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria! We'll describe everything for you.
Okay.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory!
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the prince and reconstructed the rainbow bridge of old.
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the rainbow bridge and took a good look at all the friends who had gone on the journey with him. There stood the traveler, Goddess Paimon, Freminet, and... Where's the last person? The prince looked frantically around, but could not find the person he wanted to see most. At that moment, the person suddenly appeared on the other...
The prince could not hold back his tears. He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Zuria walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said, "My prince, my king, you shall never..."
That's the end of the story, Zuria.
Thank you. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you. Maman loves you too.
What's happening? Is Zuria talking to Thelxie?
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signals.
Maman loves you too.
But I love you more, Maman.
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again?
Of course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it.
Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream and to the kingdom of water imps in peace.
My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you.
I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Maman.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Freminet, why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Zuria?
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to Of course, Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well. She'd like to...
That's wonderful!
Here, please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If at some point in the future...
But this is her son's story, right?
Don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the original. It's extremely important to her.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon definitely didn't expect the fantasy adventure to be so youthful.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame said? She said that at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son. She felt like at that moment...
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, then how could it still grant us these powers that...
But what else could it be?
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world. At that time, you saw it too, didn't you?
What? That can't be what happened, right? There's just no way. Wouldn't it be like...
Yes. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle.
Off we go! Adventure time! Let's light it up!
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Let's light it up! Adventure time! Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day. Hey.
Penny's adventure team, assemble! Oh. Or not.